Hi, and welcome to my podcast or YouTube channel, whenever you are listening or watching. And today I want to tell you a story about my friend Joachim. And he's a little bit younger. He's 19 years old at the moment. When I first met him, he was only 16. And I know I have had some many good discussions, good questions, especially from younger people from my TikTok. And today I want to share a story how everything can change in even in a younger age, and what you can do, especially in order to get better self-confidence and to look better. And this is the story, like what especially Joachim was also struggling. He was a skinny guy. He didn't have muscles, and he actually didn't have not even many hobbies, and he wanted to start to get bigger muscles. That was the only goal what he thought in at that time when we started to work together. It's 3.5 years ago now, and he was the skinniest guy. He was weighing like 53 kilos, with 173 or whatever. He was tall, so he was really thin, like this, and he came to me and he said that he decided that he's getting stronger now, and all the time, like, really determined about his goals. He struggled with self-confidence. He was a really shy guy, and we started to work together. And obviously he didn't have any experience of working out with weightlifting. His brothers were going at the gym, so he had some examples that was his goal. And but we have to start, like, it's also for you. If you don't have any experience with lifting or with weights, you can start, but there is no age when you can start. You can actually do strength training. It's one myth what I want to tell you now, what I heard also when I was younger, and maybe somebody have told you too, that when you are too young you can't do some strength training, and that's actually myth. What is not true. I used to believe that too. But the only thing what you have to be careful is that you do everything correctly. Like, you have a right form, and especially for younger men in a young age, it's really tempting to go with high weights and in front of the mirror, like really make some pumps and looking good and seeing how muscles are growing. But the problem is that if you have a bad form, you will get injuries, you will get hurt, and that can also affect on your growth. So that's why it's really important to start to learn, first of all, the right technique, to right form. And this I can only recommend to work with the coach, or even with the online coach, because as an online coach you can have always a possibility to send all your form videos to your coach, and he can check you out and tell you the right things to do, so you are not doing something wrong. And that's why we started with the bodyweight workouts, and just to learn right techniques. And after that, adding couple months just with bodyweight workouts. That's you can do bodyweight workouts really hard, so you are seeing actually progress. Even you are working out from home, there is always way to do it. So you don't have to think that you can't work out from home and build some muscles or without any equipment. You don't need any. And then we went to gym, started to use some low weights. And first of all, when you go to gym or you start to use some weights, it's better to focus on pretty high repetitions. With at least 12, better even 15, 20 reps, as you are learning still technique. So if your form is not perfect in the beginning, it's not doing so big harm, even because you are doing on a light weights and more reps. So in that way you are not doing bad for yourself. Plus also other thing is what you are getting better with your endurance. And then later on, that is always the starting point for everything, to get really strong or even your goal is to get bigger muscles, it's always the starting point where you start. And after that, when your form is correct, you can move with a lower rep range, like a hypertrophy, to mass from rep range from 6 to 12. And then when you are mastering that rep range, you can focus on or try to gain some max strength also, but that I do not recommend to do alone, especially if you are younger. You don't need to do it. So max training would mean to work with the rep range from 3 to 5, and lower than that, really maximum reps I would not recommend. That is the thing what you can do. I used to do it also as a professional hockey player. We made a test with one max rep, how much weight you can lift, and that is we had actually many injuries. Guys who were like a hockey goalies who made a bench press, try to get lift as much as possible, and they got injured. So you have to think that is it worth it to know what is your rep 1 maximum, and maybe you don't have a appropriate warm up or something, you get injury, and after that you are 3 months you can't work out. So that's one way to think why it's not worth of it. It's obviously you might want to know what is your maximum, but you can test your maximum to do what you can do with which weight you can lift, for example 5 times. So if your bench press you can lift with 50 kilos 5 times, that's your personal best. And the next one you can try, maybe you can add 2 kilos, and if you can do 5 reps with that weight, or 3 reps, so that's your new personal best. So that's the way how to work out with the maximum rep if you are not a professional athlete, or to keep it safe. And for Joachim, then we go back to that. So I want to tell you this story, but also same time a little bit background on science and what things are going on, or you might go on in your head while you are doing it. So and then he was really skinny guy. He had a problem with eating, so he could not literally eat as much food as he's supposed to eat, and especially protein. That was almost impossible to eat that amounts of food what he's supposed to eat to gain more muscles, to gain healthy weight. Because how to gain healthy weight, you're supposed to eat more, like on calorie surplus. While strength training, you're supposed to eat a lot of protein, like if your body weight 2 grams per kilo body weight at least, I would recommend. So that is if your weight is 60 kilos, you're supposed to eat 120 grams of protein per day, and on slight calorie surplus, which means that if your body needs 2000 calories, I would recommend that. So 200 calories surplus per day, so you would eat 2100, 2200, and so that is on that time when you are focusing on building body mass and not more, because then if you eat more, there is a huge risk that you are gaining too much fat. You will gain probably a little bit fat on that too, but then that is called bulking when you are getting stronger, and then after that you can lose that fat on calorie deficit phase. But that was not the case. He wanted to eat more, and problem was that he heard from friends who have been doing same, that you gotta eat some cream or some stupid sweets, really things that I have never heard of them, but somebody apparently is telling you, or you find from internet some information what is not based on science and what is actually true. So you hear from friends, and you are not sure what to believe. So then that was the key, that we focused on like foods. If you want to gain weight healthy, it's first of all important is that you eat what you really like. and everything a little bit more. So that's kind of easy way to do it. Like you can, if you can't eat at one time more, then try to eat more often, and actually foods what you really enjoy. And then other way, like obviously, like I said, that protein, that is the key. If you have struggles to eat enough protein, then maybe some protein powder, or some snacks could help you to get more protein in. And then ultimately, like if you are also healthy fats, they are easy source of eating more calories. If you have a problem to eat with amount of calories because of amounts. So if you choose like a nuts or avocado, olive oil, the stuff like that, what is like a small amount but high calories, and it's actually doing good for your body for many different seasons. But I'm not going deeper on this now. But that's one way how to eat more on healthy calories, so, and gain weight healthy. So then how much he was then working out, and we started 2 times in a week, and now our session, so 2 hours per week. After there was times that we did 3 times in a week, an hour, and that was it. More there was never. And then in some summertime, when he didn't have a school and not so busy schedule, he was actually doing 4 times in a week. But that was like from 3 years, only couple weeks. So mostly it was, I would say, on average 3 times in a week. Some weeks 2 times. There were weeks that were no practice at all, and some weeks obviously it's once in a week. If you are busy time, you have he had a school, and then what started to happen, like he gained unbelievably fast muscles, and within first year he gained over 7 kilos of weight, and that was all muscles. Obviously he was 16, he grew up, so it's not only muscles, so he was also a couple centimeters longer, but mostly muscle mass. So 7 kilos muscles, and in now those 3 years, when I knew him, he gained over 15 kilos, and fat not at all. So all 15 kilos of muscle. So you can imagine I can post some picture where he started, like from this small guy, and now after looking really amazing, and like visible muscles. So that is what is possible. It's not that then you might think that do you need to have a coach to all do this, and answer is that no, you don't need. It will help you. Like I worked with Joachim, we worked intensively for 1 year. After that, he learned so much about everything, about foods, about workouts. He learned to make his own workout programs. After 1 year, he got still workout programs from me, but he learned all principles, what he's supposed to work out. He had an experience of exercises, what he's supposed to do, doing them correctly. And then after that, we worked 1 year online. So, and after that, he said that now he's ready to go alone and doing everything by himself. And that is what is the best example for a coach. What is actually my goal, that you learn so much from my coaching, that you are coming and saying to me that now, Turo, I know everything what I'm supposed to do. I'm motivated, and I keep going. I do it alone. So that is what is actually the goal of every coach, I bet. It's not that you work years with some coach. It's good coach is able to give you that all information you need for a short period of time, and then that you are learning so much that you can go on by yourself. And that is what was the goal. And with Joachim, that happened perfectly. So he learned to make own workout programs, what focus, which movements he have to have on upper body, lower body. If he's working out 3 times in a week, what exercises to do, which days, how long recovery. And that is what is right technique. It's not obviously you can always learn some new movements, and he's still sending me sometimes some form videos or having some questions. So that is not that you are all the time. I'm always here for him. So if he have insecurities or questions, you can always ask. It's not about that I need to motivate him or to send him all the time something to do. So that is what is the goal of being a coach, and that is if you think that it's investment for a short time of your life. If you want to learn to eat better, work out better, it's like you have to think that it's like an education for yourself. It's like you go into school to get better education, that you have in future better chance to get good job. It's kind of same that if you invest for your fitness when you are young, and then those skills what you are learning will benefit you the rest of your life. And if you think that it's investment, what is actually the best investment you can make, that you will feel the rest of your life good, and you know what you are doing, and you are into fitness. So that's kind of thing what you can think about if you think that I try it by myself, or should I hire some coach. It's investment for yourself. What you are will benefit the rest of your life. Obviously, it's a short period of time. Like from food, most of my clients are using calorie counting. It's a lot of work, to track correctly. But once you do it for at least for a week or 2 weeks, you will learn so much from yourself, your habits, and the foods what you are eating, and that will benefit the rest of your life. Because for counting your calories, what will happen? Even you don't have any goal, but once you see it, you have it visible. You track, you put in your cookies or everything what is going to your mouth, and you see how many calories are in there, and then you might say, "Fuck! I thought that this is healthy," and it might be healthy, but you didn't know that these amounts have so many calories. So then when you are tracking it, and next time when it's coming, you want to have that food again. It's already, you think about it, that this one has so many calories. So should I eat a little bit less, or could I choose with something else? So then you have already won. You start to think about it. Even you still choose the same food, maybe then third time you are choosing already something differently, and that's the all the time process what is going on your head. So you are knowing, you are acknowledging how many calories, what these foods have to do in your diet. It's not that you can have those. You know what is unhealthy food, what is healthy, but you don't know exactly those calories. So that's why measuring how those amounts, how much, and then you learn how many calories. So that's what is benefiting you the rest of your life, even if it's a lot work in a short period of time. So, but that was what Joachim learned also, and then what all benefits if he's listening this or knowing when he's looking back, that he found a new hobby, he found new lifestyle what will benefit from his life. And the best part of the story was that when he started, he was really shy guy, he didn't have self-confidence, and in that time he thought that to get better self-confidence or to get popular with the girls was to get more muscles, so he would look better, and then he would be popular on with the girls and with everybody when he have more muscles. And that actually happened, but it didn't happen because of the muscles. It happened because he gained so much more self-confidence, and self-confidence he got through the muscles. So that's a circle. I know I have been there also as a young man. So it was really important. You want to get bigger muscles in order to be more popular, or to look better, to be more popular with the girls or with the boys. But it actually have lot less to do than you think. It's more when you have, especially I can talk with men, men's side that with the girls they don't need to have that you have a lot of muscles. They want that you are self-confident, and that's the most important thing what you can learn from strength training. And obviously, if you look good, it's you have more self-confidence and you become more popular with everybody. So that's everything for today. I'm so proud of Joachim what he have reached. He actually quick story still that he graduated from school with the high school maximum points, and he got to study in the London, one of the best universities in the world. So I'm sure he will have a very, very successful life in front of him. He learned how to work out and do the work also in the days when you don't feel like it. So when he didn't want to do workout or he didn't want to do the studies, he learned that at least something is always better than doing nothing. So you can learn so many things through fitness. So I can only recommend to start doing something, so you will improve not only your fitness but also every other area in your life. But that's for today. I don't want to keep it too long. So thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you enjoyed it, those 5-star reviews in iTunes, they help a lot. If you think that this can help you, please leave a review. They help a lot. Or just if you think that some of your friend would benefit from this, share it with one friend. So my goal is to help as many people as I can, and you can help me doing it just with sharing with one friend. I hope that would be really amazing if you could do that. So thank you so much, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I love to read all feedbacks, and if you have any questions or need any help with the coaching, just send me an email or DM in my social media. I would love to do it and love to know how I could help you. Have a great day and talk to you soon.